Hello everyone, this is Pilpoh. Welcome back to Star Technology. Now, last episode we got ourselves the Blaze Powder and we got ourselves Eyes of Ender. Today we're going to try and get ourselves a circuit assembler and just see where we go from there. Are we going to use this for stuff later on? Remote lens. Ooh, what's that from? Steam and rails. Interesting. Okay. GPS module. Love it. Web displays. End block. We've unlocked Flux Networks. No, we haven't, because I forgot. Yeah, we need this. And that is just in the large chemical reactor as well. So we need to make a large chemical reactor to get ourselves flux dust. So close. So very close right there. So this one, and it needs like a bunch of this stuff, but it needs to be EV. Now, can you with this... I don't know if it will say it anywhere, but can you... do the thing where, is it called overclocking? I think it is. You know, like this one over here is overclocked. So it's got 2 MVs, which makes HV. And I think this one's also overclocked, isn't it? Yeah, this one's also HV with 2 MVs. Yeah, I wonder if you could overclock one of those and we could get ourselves with HV up to EV. And then we can already get ourselves some flux networks. I feel like that's a good idea. Because having these little tiny annoying like things down here being sent to all the time is just a bit annoying. Whereas we could just have like all of our lapidaries. Why are you not getting any more? If I take these out. Oh, there you go. You do get extra. Good. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. We're getting there on the seawater by the looks of it. Distilled water is like the one that is probably being used the most. I don't know. Other than water, obviously, but anyway. Let's see what we can do now we've got the Eye of Ender. Wasn't it that we were trying to make ourselves... We can make vacuum upgrades now. Vacuum modules. Love it. And that's so good. We can actually make a regular Ender chest as well, but that's not what we were looking for. What were we looking for? We were trying to make this thing, weren't we? HV emitter. I guess we should just make it at this point. Chromium rod. Okay. Good old rod right there. Lathe? Have we even got chromium? You need to do the hot version. You do indeed. Classic. There you go. Right, you can go get us some chromium. All I need to do is stick this one in right there. And we should be good to go when it comes to this. HV emitter. There we go. Right, here we go. We got ourselves a HV robot arm. Love it. And I think that is literally almost everything. We just need to also... Oh, flipping heck. I used up one of the cables, did I? That's annoying. Okay, that shouldn't take too long. But there's going to be the HV emitter. And then what we can do is just autocraft the rest of it. HV emitter. And now we just do all that. Replan, please. Nice one. Right. I'm going to just sit here and press start whenever one of these is finished. So I will be back when we are just about to get the HV circuit assembler. And just like that, we have got ourselves an advanced circuit assembler, which we can pop right there. Oh, never mind. Let me pick this one up first. And we put it on the actual wire like that, so I don't have to get my wire cutters out. So what we can do is nick this, and we can put it over here. Now, before I do that, make sure we put the thing on. There we go. And we can put all of these back in. And we can even, we pop back down here. We could probably program in the one after this. So microprocessor, and then you stick that one in the circuit assembler, and you can get yourself the microprocessor mainframe, which is IV. Although we are probably going to use this one, aren't we? I feel like we've got everything from this. Not everything, because we need to actually put in the recipe right there for that. That should be fine. We could do that. Stick that one in here. And then this one. Missed. There we go. We can stick right there. So there we go. We got the main frame. I bet you we can make that now. Main. Damn it. I keep forgetting that that's not the one that we could do it on. Main frame. We can flip and do it as well. We can get to Ivy straight away. Okay. I'm sure that's a quest as well, so we might as well do it. Seriously doesn't look like we should be doing, like, much more of this HV stuff then, if we're going to get to Ivy soon anyway. Yeah, because it's EV for this, and then Ivy, and then from there, there's the circuit assembler for Ivy. Interesting. Why does it make us do that then? What's the one? So if we hover over this, it says that one down there. Right. So go ahead and read Perfect OC. In the mechanics page, many important notes about GregTech in particular can be found. Okay. Large chemical reactor. That's the next one in the list, isn't it? So we probably need to make a couple of these right here, which is the EV stuff. Right, I got ya. Okay. So I think we might be at the point now where we should just start making a bunch of multi-blocks. Don't you think? So I should go... let me go through these again and we'll have a look. See which ones we want to do. Wire mill, definitely. So wire mill, centrifuge, 100% we need that one. Electrolyzer, yep. Lathe, definitely. Autoclave would be good. Even though the only autoclave recipe that we've currently got is not the Lapotron one, although we might need the Lapotron one at some point. Where is my... What the heck is that? Looks like a sandwich. Oh, Gravistar. Quantum Star. Liquid... No, that's not what we need. We needed... Oh, it's in here somewhere. This one. There you go. Certus Quartz. Hopefully it's really quick. Did I not... Oh, I know why that's happening. If we pop up here, it's going to be using this one, isn't it? Which is a lot quicker, for one thing. Let's grab that hammer. There you go. Muted. Mute all those as well. Perfect. We can get rid of this one now. Don't need it. Love it. Yeah, there we go. Right. So let's go back to these and I'll try and think. Do we need a big sifter? What does the sifter give us? A load of purified stuff and then it will make like exquisite opal and exquisite sapphire and stuff. Do we need to do that? We probably do eventually, but we're going to skip that one for now. Let's try and make... And there's a sifter. We definitely need a large macerator, large mixer, large rock crusher. I don't think we do need that one. Ore washer, again, not sure. Thermal centrifuge, probably not right now at least. Definitely need the bender. Bender is like really important for this. Large formatting press. Or large forming press, sorry. Don't think we need that one either, if I'm honest. Extruder, probably, but maybe not. Okay, so we'll just start off with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So just 8 machines right there. And again, what we need to do is program it all in. Of course we do. So lumium glass, I think we can do liquid lumium. Liquid lumium comes from scrapping, hopefully, lumium ingot. And we can make lumium, so that's good. Scrapping, by the way, just means sticking it in the extractor. Now we can pop this one down with the signalum glass, what we've already done. And then, do I just keep putting this one back in? Yeah. So, double right there. We'll probably do this because it takes 2 plates anyway. Which probably means we need to put a recipe in for the plate. And then we can do the double plate. And we'll use the hammer recipe because it doesn't really matter, does it? Okay, that needs to be in a HV assembler. So we need to make the assembler first. All right, well, we can at least like put all of the things together for this. So this one is going to be cobalt ingot. So cobalt like that. And then to make this one, we also need the bender. Cool. Right. So that one goes in. That one goes in. That one goes in. And then that one goes in there. This one goes in an assembler. So I suppose that's what we should do next, is probably the assembler. I should probably just program these in. If I'm honest, I was trying to not program in the... Oh, we've got loads of room, so we might as well program everything in. I'm even going to program in the small one. I know I should probably use the extruder, but we're all good. Stick those ones in. And can we just make this now? I think we can. Missing a hammer. Oh, because it's on me. That's why. There we go. Right. I have made myself the assembler. And that has got all of the recipes in it. I also made a macerator and put it up here. Because the one downstairs was super slow. This is really looking like a big jumble right now. I really should come along and try and fix this at some point. But it's all good. All good. We can just ignore that for now. I took the one from over here. I was looking into it. We need a bunch of cobalt. Now, the thing is, I got told a while back to basically the impure stuff. If you put it through a centrifuge, get a chance of getting cobalt, right? But the quests, I swear, right here, the quests say that you can get it from new multi-block processing, you know, brings resources and stuff, right? So that'll be from here. And if I have a look at this, and we go through, so there's cobalt dust. So if we have a look at cobalt dust, there's only like a few in here. So cobaltite, however you say that, however you say that, however you say that. But to get these, it's the sulfuric mineral mixture. So we've only just got the ability to get this stuff, right? We can get that stuff, by the way, from the void miner, from all of this stuff over here, right? I can't remember which one it is. It might be the molten ore mixture. I can't remember. One of them, right? So how the heck was that going to be useful for us? Other than, like, how do we use this? Also, why are you idling? You've got power. I'm very confused. Maintenance is fine. Have I got, like, a thing on here which is full up or something? No. Are you not outputting? I'm so confused. Why is this one broken? Also, did I just... I turned my my sound off. That'd be why. Why is there diamonds in there? That's a weird one. All right. Stick those in. Odd in it. There you go. I should be pulling those in, and that should be running again. I wondered what was going on, why this wasn't going up. It's weird that that did diamonds. Because it's probably trying to pull from there. Did I not change this? Oh, that'll be why. Okay. So we are going to put one of those in. So it's whitelisted to just pull the crushed iron now. Whoopsie daisy. Right. Anyway, how are we supposed to use this to get ourselves cobalt? Unless it's cobaltite. I wonder how you're supposed to get cobaltite. Okay, cobaltite. By the way, I have got a bunch of cobalt right now that I can use. And to be fair, we might as well just ignore that for now, because that is a problem for another day, in my opinion. We pop in here. Actually, no, sorry, we have to go down here, don't we? I can make 8 of these, and that's how many we need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Go! Right, we are nearly done. Apparently it's been 35 minutes so far. 30, yep. It's just about to make the last one up here. Probably get my hammer out and mute these things, but yeah, that didn't take as long as I thought it would. There you go. Oh, that's better, isn't it? I'm also crushing down some rubies, and what I will be doing when this is done is I will be getting some more stainless steel because, yeah, we didn't do that for now. I need to set this to like 100 or 200. 200 would be good right there. We've got the oxygen. Why do we need the oxygen? I don't remember, but it is all good. It does all the crushing and everything as well, so that's decent. We could start that now. So the other thing that I've got, so we've got 8 of these now, which is pretty good. But the other thing is I'm using my hot silicon that I've got to make all of the silicon ingots. And that is a quest, by the way, so we should have a look at that. Automation age. Click that one right there. So, oh, we can make the HV upgrade kit as well. Oh, sorry. We'll come back to that in a sec. Let's quickly have a look at what this unlocks. So this unlocks this one right here. In the mechanics page, many important notes about GregTech in particular can be found. Where the heck is the mechanics page? Oh, here we go. Yeah, there we are. So, distinct buses. We've got like overclocking. That's what we were talking about earlier with the EBF and everything. So, pretty good. And then large chemical reactor. One benefit of gaining access to the large chemical reactor is that you can, you now have access to some chemical skips. Every recipe in this multi-block that uses circuit 24 will usually only use the base chemicals, which will allow you to compact long chemical lines down into a single machine. A few examples of this is most acids and liquid epoxy. Interesting. Okay. So, acid. I'm guessing sulfuric acid. This is a big one, isn't it? So, if we go over to the large chemical reactor, literally, that is so good. That is ridiculously good. Just a bit of water and some sulfur right there. Mad. Boron dust as well, and some of this stuff, yeah. No, well, it doesn't really matter, does it? But this is the main one right here for sulfuric acid. Also, where is it? Hydrochloric acid. Is there 24 on this one as well? No, not that one. Chemical plant, that was. Was this one chemical plant as well? That was chemical plant. What's the difference? Oh, that's really far away. What the heck? That's not what I wanted to see. Okay, maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing then. Is it this thing that... Oh yeah, 24. Ah, there you go. So you can do it in this. Whew, that was good. So if we have a look at this one again, and we go to 24, benzene, chloride, and water gets you hydrochloric acid right there. Hydrogen gas and some of that stuff. Okay. I'm sure there's one in here. Keep going through. Here we go. Hydrofluoric acid, methane, or methane, however you want to say it. Chlorine gas gets you... I'm not even going to try and say that. Okay, maybe I should try it. Tetrafluoroethylene? Tetrafluoroethylene. Oh, this is not the series for me to try and pronounce everything. Let's just say that. Okay, so I'm sure there's a good one in here that we could do. That one there's not that bad, actually, to make a bunch of hydrochloric acid. We even get diluted hydrochloric acid. And that one you can just stick back through either the distillation tower or you put it through a distillery. You do lose the water in this case, which doesn't really matter, does it? So, it's pretty decent. Anyway, that's cool to find. Right. So, the first one I actually want to do, I'm also going to make some energy hatches and stuff. So, but the first one I want to do is probably the macerator. Now, I've been looking into it. This one needs blue steel casing. And blue steel casing is this one right here. It's weird that you can't, like, bookmark from there, but I suppose you could in all the mods 9. Weird, isn't it? Anyway, blue steel casing comes from blue steel. Blue steel comes from, wow, you need the hot blue steel. And that is this right here. And that requires steel dust, sterling silver, bismuth bronze, and black steel. This is actually terra firma craft is how I know about all of the, you know, the blue steel, red steel, black bronze. What's this one called again? Bismuth bronze, sterling silver, like all of that stuff. I know that from terra firma craft. So, and I know there's been some integration with that with Gravitas. So, yeah, anyway. This one is probably what we're going to want to do. That does mean we need to do this as well. So that's sterling silver we need to make. We need to make bismuth bronze. So we need a recipe for this, which is bismuth. I don't even know how you get bismuth. There's so many things in this that we're like, oh, how the heck do I even get that? Bismuth nitrate. Okay, that in itself needs bismuth. Okay, that's not how you do it then. I'm sure there's one in here which is like, oh, that's how you do it. Cellerite. Cassiterite. That's the one. I remember this one from Terra Firma Craft as well. From Gravitas. Part grinding. Okay. So I'm sure we'll find a way of getting through like all of these, but we do at some point need to make some blue steel. It looks like, well, you can see it from all of these. They've got different things. Like this one here requires that casing that we talked about earlier. This one requires Kovar casing. Kovar. I don't even know how you make this. I'm guessing the hot casing, which would be the, yeah, this one right here. Iron, nickel, and cobalt. And you get a load of it, actually, from that. So that's not too bad, is it? Although, it takes 100 seconds. It takes 50 seconds at HV. Okay, so if I put this one at HV, 33 seconds, not bad, actually. Make a bunch of this. Yeah, so there's like a bunch of these things, like this one right here. I'm not even gonna... This casing comes from this stuff, which comes from... Even that's got a hot version of it, right? So, copper, gold, and silver. Interesting. Anyway, yeah, these are all really, really fun to try and, like, automate. So, we're going to try and... Well, we're going to have to try and do all of those eventually, right? But I don't know which one to go for first. I was thinking the macerator, because there's a bunch of annoying macerator stuff that we are trying to do right now. Like, we have to get... If we want to get cobalt, we have to macerate copper. And then there's only a % chance that we can get, like, the cobalt out of that. So, yeah, we're going to have to look into it. But I think... There's a chemical reactor in here as well, right? Or did I miss that? Chemical reactor. That one is easy enough to do. Large chemical reactor. So we should probably try and make this one as well. Even though this is not even part of this large chemical reactor, we should definitely try and do that one. And what is it? Right here. Chemically inert PTFE machine casing. PTFE. Oh, is that what that stands for? PTFE. Polytetrafluoroethylene. Okay. And then there's like a big version of that as well, right? Carbon and fluorine dust. Right, I feel like I figured it out. This one's kind of complicated, right? So we need to make this large chemical reactor. Everything looks fine except for this stuff. Polytetrafluoroethylene. This stuff. So looking at it, fluid solidifier, we go here. We need this stuff, which needs hydrofluoric acid and chloroform. So chloroform is actually pretty easy. Methane / methane, however you want to say it. That one is coming from, you can use propane, or you could use a bunch of this stuff. We're going to do hydrogen and carbon. Makes sense, right? Whereas the chlorine gas should be easy enough as well. I think we've already got a thing for that somewhere. I don't remember where we're getting it from, but we are getting that already, I believe. Or are we? Let's go back one. Yes, we are. Somewhere. The hydrofluoric acid, hydrogen, and whatever this is. But that is also got what's got fluoride in it. We were going to do this one. That's my ideal right there. Wait a minute. Titanium. Is this how we're supposed to get titanium to begin with? Naquadar and... No, that's definitely not how we're supposed to do it, right? I don't think. Anyway, the way that I have figured out how to do the hydrofluoric acid is... I believe it was in... the chemical reactor. One of these is... But there you go. Fluorine gas. Now, the only way I can get fluorine gas is by using the electrolyzer on... topaz dust, or we can use it on the blue topaz dust, and then you get fluorine as a byproduct, right? I'm going to do topaz because you use less than half, and you get about half of it as well. Although, saying that, time-wise as well, I think it's about the same. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're going to use topaz dust. And to get topaz dust, you need to centrifuge some impure topaz. Actually, no, you don't need to centrifuge it. You can use this topaz dust in an electrolyzer, right, to get that. But to get this, you need to... Yeah, that is right. You have to centrifuge this, which comes from crushed topaz, which if you macerate it like that, you can get it like that way. And then crushed topaz comes from one of these things, topaz geode, which you can get from sand, which is what I'm doing right now. And you can see we've got one right there. So I am going to put that here. And then we're going to put each of these in, just like that. And we also get monazite as well, don't we? So there you go. That is all of them collected, basically. And now all I need to do is, well, we need to grab this and then get it all crushed up and stuff. So we need to let this filter some sand for a little while. It takes a good old time, doesn't it? Half a minute to get like one of each. So, yeah, that's not going to work perfectly for now. Now that I look at it, I don't think this was the best one to go for to begin with, if I'm honest. But it is what it is, right? But we do need a lot of this chemically inert PTFE machine casing, right? So, chemically inert PTFE machine casing, which is a lot of this polytetrafluoroethylene. So... we do need a lot of this. That's super annoying. I don't know if is there a better way for me to get hydrofluoric acid, do you think? Probably is a better way of doing it. I mean, later on, it might make it really easy. Benzene and fluorine gas. I'm sure there's a better way of doing fluorine gas, right? Can't just be from some topaz out of all of the stuff. All of this is like Naquadar, though. Sodium fluoride dust. I don't know if there's a good way of getting sodium fluoride dust. Those two looked too complicated right there, I guess. Again, that looks too complicated. I might be brushing over some things, but if we have a look in the quests one more time, in the automation age, down here... oh, to be fair, it does say view dependency. Liquid polytetra... okay, that one right there. So this one, methane and fluorine. Fluorine gas. Okay, that's what we're going to try and get, right? This is Naquadar, by the way, which is... we're nowhere near Naquadar. And that one there's also Naquadar. So I believe the best thing for us to do is to do the topaz. Correct me if I am wrong. Correct me because I'm probably wrong is what I should be saying right now. But anyway, yeah. Fluorine. It doesn't give us too many hints, I will admit. It just says no rewards. We can at least tick that. We haven't got it yet, though, so I don't know why that's doing that. We can do methane at least, so let's do that. Tell me in the comments if you do methane, or if you say methane or methane. I would normally say methane. I wouldn't call it, like, crystal meth. And it is spelt like that, right? So... methane? Yeah, I'm going to say methane. So that is just carbon, dust, and hydrogen. And I believe it goes in here. Yeah. Oh my giddy aunt, that's going to take a while. 88 seconds. Flipping heck. I should probably make some HV stuff at some point. Meh, we're all good. Anyway, yeah, that's going to be the plan. We're going to get some fluorine. Can I make some fluorine now? Fluorine. Fluorine gas, right? Yeah, I can make some of that, hopefully. I cannot, because it thinks that we're not going to get... well, we haven't got enough topaz for that. That's fair. Probably another couple of minutes, and then we'll get enough topaz. Over here right now, we've only got 3. It's still pretty good, though. We've got 3 right there. And then I'm guessing a few of these, like, we've got appetite. We've got the ability to do stuff with... That's blue topaz. This one. There's a bunch of stuff that you can do with appetite, by the looks of it. So, this stuff, if we have a look. Well, first off, you can make some phytogrow, which is pretty cool. You can autoclave it into that. You can make fertilizer with it. And you can make gypsum. That's a decent amount of gypsum right there. You get some hydrochloric acid as well. That's pretty decent. And phosphorus gas. I'm sure that's going to be useful for some stuff later on. Interesting. And that's how you get phosphorus. Mad, innit? But yeah, we're going to have to probably do a couple of these. I might, at some point, get rid of all of our power underneath. I don't know what you guys think. Obviously, we'll leave this behemoth that we made at the beginning, right? But these windmills did us well to begin with. I just don't think they are good enough right now for our power situation. Lapidaries would probably be easier. I don't know what you guys think, but... Yeah, right, how many have we got now? We've only got 3 still. No, we missed out on the one that we wanted out of all of them. You butthole. Right, whilst we wait, I guess what we should do at some point... Have we not got a liquid rubber bucket yet? That's insane. Okay, we should do that. Oxygen as well. We haven't got that yet. None of these give rewards, but it's good to just, like, check them off, if you know what I mean. Like wood tar as well. And you could probably do some of these things later on. Yeah. But the ones that are proper easy for us to do. Biochaff. Good old biochaff right there. We can make some of that. So, in fact, what I'll do is I shall bookmark that one. And then we've got biomass bucket, which I actually don't know how you're supposed to do that. Brewery. I don't know if we're going to make a brewery just to do that. Maybe we should. Okay, I'll put one in. I'm sure we could do that one there, can't we? Because we've got loads of sugarcane. It's not too bad. What else is there? There's vinyl chloride. We can actually already make this. And we are already making the liquid polyvinyl chloride or whatever it's called. So, vinyl... Oh, we need like 0.1 of a bucket. Probably make us an entire bucket, right? But that's fine. We can make a whole bucket out of that. Then I can just put it into a bucket, put it in our inventory, put it back in here, and then we can craft the liquid polyvinyl chloride. Plan right there. What am I doing here? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. We are currently making a bunch of stainless steel. That's probably a bad use of our system right now. Is it because I've accidentally put this on the wrong one? I have. There we go. That's going to start creating us some, there you go, some invar. Hopefully that's going to be fine. Is it just going to make all the invar? Yes, it is. I like that. That's good. Lovely. Quest. Nice. And then we can do a bucket of this as well. It's weird that you have to do it in bucket form, but it is what it is, right? That's how you do it with quests normally, so... Are you still going? Yeah, you should be. Ah, got you. Right, so it's going to put some stuff in here. We need just over a bucket so we can put it in a bucket and then get it for the quest, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, that'd be good. Biomass. What is this thing called? Plant ball. 1, 2. In fact, we probably need a little bit more than this, but I'll stick it in there for now. Biomass. You are not going to output anymore. I just realised because you haven't got anything to output to. Interesting. Okay. And then what is it for this? You need to... oh, this is what we need the brewery for, isn't it? Okay, we can do that later. I can't be bothered to do it right now. Fluorine gas. Fluorine gas. Go. Now, that's not going to use this one over here. It is actually going to use the brand new one that we've got up here. And it should be a little quicker as well. Which is very nice, isn't it? Now, I will admit, sometimes when you macerate this, you do get a byproduct of an extra thing. So if I have a look at this one and we go to or grinding, you've got a 14% chance to get an extra thingy right there, right? In fact, it's higher because this is MV. 31% chance to get an extra. We haven't got any yet, or we haven't seen one yet, have we? Why are you going in here? I didn't mean to do this. You are not supposed to be in here. I must have put the wrong thing in there. That's good that we'd noticed at least. Oh, there we go. It's going to do that in the electrolyzer. And there you are. There is our gas quest. Nice. Pop that one back in. Now we want one of these. Hydrofluoric acid. Am I right in... Oh, that was easy. Am I right in thinking that hydrofluoric acid is that thing that you have in your tummy? Right, a little bit of a spoilers for you right here. I did record like a bunch of episodes at once, again, because I've been loving this series so much. I will say that these multi-block things that we've got, well, the one I've got in my hand right now, one of the upgrades, I'm not a fan of the multi-blocks, let's just say that. So we're probably not going to be using them that much. I will set one up. But when I set it up, I don't know that I don't like them yet. So, yeah, we're going to view that in the next episode. For now, though, for those of you who have stuck around for this series so far, thank you for watching. Thanks for joining. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.